video, I'm going to be talking about some more shit that keeps happening to me. So, as you saw from the last video, my front tires were shot, which stopped me from going on the dyno. And, side note, I'm so glad I just got in my car now because it's raining so much harder now. So, it's great for my errands I gotta run. But this past weekend, I got a ticket. And you're probably thinking, speeding ticket. Well, you're wrong. I got an improper lane change. What the fuck? So, the story on this improper lane change is that I was hanging out with my buddy actually no, it wasn't Saturday, it was Friday. Damn, it's raining. Fuck. I was hanging out with my buddy on Friday, and by the time I got to his house, I needed gas. My gas light was on. I'm running on fumes. So I followed him to the gas station. Well, there was this cop that had a car pulled over in the right lane, assuming for speeding, and he was giving that person a speeding ticket. So everybody was going around him. So when we get up to him, we go around. Well, as I'm about to pass them, I guess they had just finished. He turned his lights off. And the car that he pulled over was starting to, pull off. Well, the gas station entrance was coming up, so my buddy and I put our turn signals on, moved over to the right lane, and then made the right turn into the gas station. Well, as I'm pulling in, this car is on my ass. I'm thinking, like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? Because he was literally on my ass when I'm pulling into the gas station. Well, come to find out, it's the same cop. So I pull up to the pump, he flips his lights on, and I'm just like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. I had no idea why I was getting pulled over. So I'm just thinking, this is going to be interesting. So, gets out of the car, starts walking up slowly to me. He doesn't even come to my window. He stays back here, so I had to turn to even see him. And he asked me, for my driver's license and my insurance. And I asked him, I'm like, why am I being pulled over? And immediately, okay, first thing I'll say, this guy was having a bad day because he was already pissed off walking up to my car. So I asked him, I'm like, why am I, can I ask why am I being pulled over? And he said, you can't make a right turn from the left lane. And I said, that's impossible. I was in the right lane when I made a right turn. And he said, no, you weren't. You swerved from the left lane into the turn lane. And I'm like, that didn't happen. And I told him, I was like, you were blocking the right lane because you had a car pulled over. We all had to go around, and my gas light is on, and the gas station is right here, so I needed to go to the gas station. And I told him, I put my turn signal on, I went to the right lane, and I made the right turn. So right there, I had already proved him wrong, and I could tell because he started making more excuses, saying, well, the car that was supposedly behind me, I guess had to slam on their brakes when I moved over. And I was like, no, I didn't cut anybody off. I checked. And doesn't a car have to stop anyway? If someone's making a right turn, you're not obviously going to rear end them. So obviously they would have to put their brakes on to keep from hitting me. And then he said, oh, well, you didn't shoulder check. And I said, yes, I did. I looked over my shoulder. I could clearly see the car in my side rear mirror, had my turn signal on, and was safe to make the turn in the right lane. And then I was even going to say my rear windows are 5% tint. You couldn't see me anyway. So he just started making shit up, and he goes back to his car, makes me wait forever, comes back, gives me the citation or the ticket. So my court date is at the end of the month. I'm definitely gonna fight it because literally on the ticket he wrote improper lane change, left lane, pulled into right lane to turn right. How the fuck else are you supposed to make a right turn? Blows my fucking mind that he actually wrote that on the ticket. So I'm thinking he was having a very bad day and is like power hungry and just needed to feel better about himself, or he didn't like the fact that I was maybe talking back to him, so he wrote the ticket just to kind of, you know, have the last laugh and screw me over, knowing I would have to come back, drive back up almost 2+ hours to fight it. So I'm thinking that's what's going on, because there's no way. He literally wrote that on the ticket, left lane pulled into right lane to turn right. And now I had at least 5 people look at this and read it, because I'm thinking maybe I'm missing something. Like there's no way it says that on the ticket. And I think there's some laws saying that you have to be, you know, like you have to be in a lane 100 feet before the turn. But for one, honestly, who does that these days anyway? I all the time I see people making last minute turns and changes, even in front of cops, and they never did anything. But the fact that I had to go around them in the first place. Otherwise, if I'm in the left lane, I'm not going to slam on my brakes to slow down to be able to make the right turn. You know, it's just, I felt what I did was a safer route. I didn't cut anybody off. I had my turn signal on, went in the right lane, and then made the right turn. I didn't, like what he told me I did, I didn't swerve all the way over in one motion. I didn't do that. So I'm going back at the end of the month to fight it. And the thing that it really screwed me over, because I wanted in my car, was trying to put on the dyno, you know, this week, but it's a pretty hefty ticket for an improper lane change. He really screwed me over. So it's gonna dip into my extra money I've been saving up, you know, for car parts and putting on the dyno. It's gonna dip into that because, like, as you guys can see from the scenery, I'm down in college. I have a, you know, part-time job down here, but it's minimum wage, 20 hours a week. I'm not making a hell of a lot. So the money that I was saving up is now going to have to be, you know, going towards this ticket. For one, if I can't, if I do fight it and end up still having to pay it, but also with the gas and having to travel and stuff. So it's not a good month. It's not a good month. One last good thing I would say, though, since I was following my friend, I have him as a witness for all this too. So he said he would come with me to the courthouse and you know, be a witness. So I'm just hoping, you know, in the end he doesn't show up. That's kind of my best bet right now. I really hope the cop just, you know, doesn't remember, forgets, is working, he just doesn't show up. So yeah, it's just a bad month. Keep getting screwed over. So I hope you guys liked that video. If you want to see some more, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know that you liked it. Subscribe if you would like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces. And then I see this. Those are wires.